And I'll start sharing my screen. Perfect. Cool. Okay. Hello. Thank you all for coming and welcome to today's webinar on our solution for adding AI video analytics to your existing CCTV system. This presentation will be recorded and sent to you after it's ended, so you can refer to it later, along with the slides that have been shown. So we'll get started. I'll be sharing my screen. Please let me know in chat if you're having any difficulties viewing the presentation or hearing me. First off, let's explain a little bit about who we are. So we are FootfallCam, a global leader in people counting systems and solutions. We're headquartered in the UK and founded from a team of highly skilled engineers with the vision of creating the most advanced people counting system on the global market. To maintain our status as market leaders, we heavily reinvest our revenue into our in-house research and development department to ensure we're always at the cutting edge of product development. We host a series of webinars that demonstrate our range of products and services, so if you're interested in joining any others, please let us know. For today's webinar, we're focusing on our CCTV analytics solution, and we'll cover the following topics, including product features, tech specs, and use cases. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, please put them in the chat, as we'll be hosting a Q&A session at the end. So most of you will know FootfallCam for our people counting cameras. This camera in particular is our 3D Max model and has been very popular across the globe. Following this success, we decided to build from the principles of our hardware and start offering a solution that could be integrated into existing CCTV systems. The reason for this is that there are already over 120 million cameras around the world, and the demand for people counting is rapidly increasing. Not all businesses are willing to replace their camera systems, so we thought of a way to harness this opportunity to offer data insights to all types of clients. Our solution is Centroid, a system that uses AI and machine learning to analyze video footage and report insights back to the user through our analytics platform. It works amazingly with either CCTV systems or our people counters alike, also allowing for a combination of the two methods to be used. I'll talk about this more later. This allows customers to utilize their existing infrastructure and gain insights to data analytics, with each Centroid supporting up to 8 cameras or counters. So in theory, Centroid could be rolled out across an entire city to instantly upgrade it to a smart city. So at this stage, you're probably wondering why this is useful. The reasons vary across different industries, but having AI analytics can provide huge benefits to specific businesses. I'll talk about this more later on. Centroid offers a number of key data insights for businesses, including crowd detection in large areas and venues, outdoor street counting for traffic flow and density, facial recognition for security and demographics, skeleton tracking to analyze customer behavior, empty shelf detection for retail stores, and car counting on busy roads. Over the next few slides, I'll discuss these features in a bit more detail, but feel free to raise questions as we go. Crowd detection is a must-have solution for large venues and public spaces, particularly in the current pandemic. The examples shown above are of a shopping centre and a train station, where each square is a person being counted by the Centroid software from the feed of a CCTV camera. This data can now be monitored on our analytics platform to measure live occupancy in real time and allow for crowd control to take place. Our software allows users to set thresholds for certain areas, so staff can be alerted if the safe occupancy level is near to the limit and alerted again once it has passed it. This insight will enable businesses to better allocate their staff, react to situations effectively, and maintain a safe environment. Outdoor street counting works in the same way, but can be used to obtain different data sets. The example shown above is using a public CCTV camera to measure pedestrian volume and traffic flow, of which the data can be used to determine the usage rate of specific routes and walkways. This insight can help councils plan and improve on their city's infrastructure, which is vital information for those moving towards a smart city. Centroid is also able to measure public facility usage, such as on public transport or the routes and methods that they use, again to help cities use their resources efficiently. What I can do is show you one of the reports you can gain from this. Once it loads. So this is an example of a report that allows you to compare different areas and metrics. This can be exported from our platform as well. So in this case, we have a pedestrian count by street, and then a heat map shows the peak times of the day. The next feature that Centroid offers is facial recognition, which is crucial for retail chains and shopping malls. The software is able to recognize visitors and obtain demographics, a key insight for business owners to better understand their audience and plan more effective marketing campaigns. This also allows for better security and service. For example, in a retail store, visitors can now be verified and categorized to prevent thefts and prioritize certain customers. I will show you the video example of how this works. The example here is shown as using an existing CCTV system. However, one thing to note is for facial recognition to work, it will require an HD video feed and correct positioning for it to be effective. But you can see here it's able to categorize people as they enter the room and estimate their demographic. Skeleton tracking works by identifying a person and detecting motion, allowing users to monitor product engagement and facility interaction rates. This is a great insight for both retail and corporate environments, where you can see in our example about how it can be used in an office to track employee behaviors. Company directors can then make informed decisions on office layouts and understand their workforce efficiency better. I've got a report to show you as well. So this report here shows the different product level engagement within a store. So you can have different categories set up as well if you want to review a section. And down here is where you'll have a list of all the products, including numbers of passers-by, level of engagement, and you'll be able to see the sales conversion rate as well if you implement your store sales data. This is great for obtaining KPI metrics for specific stores and products. Skeleton tracking is also a crucial insight for places like libraries and museums, which allow owners to now monitor areas and attractions that are the most popular. In our report as well, this is a heat map that is produced, which if you upload your floor plan to our analytics software, you can have this implemented, and then you'll be able to see which parts of your store are having the most interaction and the most success. So going back to the presentation, the next feature is empty shelf detection. This is perfect for high-selling shops such as supermarkets and department stores. As employers will know, an empty shelf means a missed sale opportunity. So staff can now be alerted in real time when a product is out of stock on the shop floor and ensure that customers can always find what they're looking for. This helps improve the store experience and prevents dissatisfied customers. This also enables users to forecast the demand for specific products and maintain stock levels, so you never miss a sales opportunity. The last key feature we'll be highlighting is car counting. Roads are already vastly equipped with CCTV cameras, thus the addition of Centroid is the obvious choice for gaining deeper insights whilst keeping the cost of upgrade down. The system is able to work in any weather condition and is highly effective at detecting cars, even when they're partially occluded by other vehicles. Data can be harnessed here in several ways, such as to quickly identify the root cause of a congestion, and then you can adapt diversion planning accordingly based on that. I have one more report to show you, which is based on road usage, which is just here. So this shows road usage and congestion using heat mapping, and you can see again at which times in the day the vehicle count is highest, and this section is specifically for vehicle count by street and breakdown of congestion. So you can choose what goes on these reports, how often they're made, and who you want to share them with as well. So that's the key features, and now we're going to show you a few examples of how Centroid has and can be used by clients. So our first case is for the Great Mosque of Mecca, an exceptionally high capacity venue that was in need of measures for crowd control during peak times. For this project, we installed our people counters at each entrance of the mosque, as well as utilizing the existing CCTV system with Centroid to give more information on which areas are in high or low use. On the report down to the bottom left, you can see how each entrance has a threshold to alert staff when an area is close to reaching the maximum safe capacity, and also when it passes that limit. So the first line, everything up until there, is green because it's completely safe. Once it passes that line, it turns yellow to let you know that it might be reaching maximum capacity soon. And then anything in the red is over the safe capacity. And the owners will be alerted each time a threshold is passed. This project for us was really valuable as it allowed us to fully demonstrate the quality of our service and our products. This case here comes from a retail environment where existing CCTV systems are doubtlessly going to be found. However, most stores only have CCTV for insurance purposes in the case of a theft, so they don't gain any other benefits from the video footage. In this store, one Centroid unit has allowed the store owner to start gaining from their cameras, now identifying product level engagement, customer behavior, and empty shelves. This in turn makes data-driven decisions possible, helping to identify key selling products. The store also chose to have staff alerted when a shelf is empty, which helps optimize staff time and allocation for stock replenishment, and consequently reduces labor costs. As we mentioned, smart cities are a developing market and are in need of data analytics moving forward. As cities already are densely populated with CCTV cameras, Centroid is a perfect solution to quickly start measuring data and enable informed decisions. For example, traffic flow measurements are ideal for understanding areas of congestion and planning new routes and infrastructures. Along with that, public transport scheduling can be put in place to build towards demand based on deep data insights. So councils won't be guessing anymore, they can now make informed decisions. This will not only optimize existing transport routes, but also help identify areas that need transport. As well as that, community area usage will give councils a deeper understanding of who and how many people use certain areas, which can help plan improvements for the future. As part of the move towards smart cities, smart buildings are becoming increasingly popular amongst landlords and companies alike. In these cases, Centroid can be used to measure occupancy in different areas, as well as on different floors, to better understand which parts of the building are being used, vital information for businesses. Understanding occupancy patterns allows for better staff and facility distribution. This is particularly useful in the case of catering management, when looking to stagger staff lunch times to optimize workflow and avoid overcrowding. For staff, having a visual indicator will allow them to know when the best time is to take a break without it impacting their day. This means that you can maintain that workflow within your business. As mentioned before, users can also measure space utilization rates. For example, if a certain type of meeting room isn't being used as much as others, then a company can identify this and look to understand why. So now I'll talk about the ways in which Centroid can be installed. The first method is for small-scale projects using our people counter system, which allows clients to get more out of their people counters in terms of analytics. So each Centroid can support up to 8 cameras. In this case, it's using 8 of our people counters. And you can see to the left which metrics they're looking to obtain. So now they're capable of obtaining skeleton tracking, empty shelf detection, and all of the data is uploaded to our analytics platform, straight from Centroid. Option 2 is using a small-scale CCTV system. So it works in a similar way with the people counters, except this time it's using the in-store cameras that were already in there. The best part about this is it's very scalable as well. You can, if a store has more than just 8 cameras, you just require additional Centroids to support this. And all of the data is aggregated on the device before being sent to the analytics platform. So this means that all of the data is computed on the actual Centroid unit itself before being sent. The third option is to have a mixture of both solutions, which allows clients to build from their existing CCTV system in conjunction with our people counters. This is ideal for large-scale projects where higher accuracy is essential in particular areas, and also where they have existing CCTV. This makes our product very versatile, and in all cases, data is collected and uploaded to our analytics platform where it can be reviewed. To ensure Centroid is a long-term solution for our clients, we use high-quality materials in all parts alongside powerful computing components. Each unit has a dedicated GPU and has been designed to operate at a low power to make rollout even easier for users. All data is aggregated in the unit before being uploaded to our platform, and the data sheet for our unit can be found on this slide or also on our website. As we mentioned, we host a cloud-based analytics platform to allow users to access their data anywhere at any time. For those wondering, clients do also have the option to integrate our platform into their own server using API, which is good for privacy-conscious clients. The platform has been built in-house so that we can offer a range of features and services, including the staff alerts, camera health check reports, which run automatically, user account management, and more. Our reporting suite can be found on the platform, where users can choose which data they want to measure and how often they want to report it. Here's an example of a few of the reports that we offer. And we also have functions for management control and maintenance tools. For more information on this platform, we do host another webinar about our enterprise level software. If you're interested in joining this, do let us know. And this brings us to the end of the presentation. So thank you all for taking part. We'll be sharing the recording of this webinar as well as the slides, so keep an eye on your inbox as we'll be emailing that to you. And please do also subscribe to our YouTube channel and have a look at our website as well. We post updates regularly, so these are the best places to find the resources for learning about